This year's Xbox and Bethesda showcase will be popping up later this week on Sunday, June 12th, and with that showcase comes the possibility of a new id Software title being announced. Ever since the event's date was openly revealed to the public, a lot of people have been speculating on what we'll be seeing at this year's showcase, and one of the possible big reveals is the next Doom. As someone who almost exclusively covers Doom and Quake, I've obviously looked into the possibility of something like that popping up during the showcase, and I wanted to share my final opinions on the matter with you guys. As much as I like hyping people up and getting excited over what's up next, I always try to look at things from a more realistic perspective when making these videos, even if that means disappointing a few people. I personally believe it is better to be disappointed now than to get your hopes up and be even more disappointed later, so I'll certainly try to be as realistic and down to earth as possible in today's prediction video. If you end up enjoying what you see here in today's video, then remember to leave a like and subscribe, it would help the channel out tremendously. Anyways, I wanted to start off with what I think is probably the biggest supporting argument towards a new game being shown here. It's something that I've seen a whole lot of people across the community bring up, so I obviously wanted to tackle it first. A good handful of people have brought up the fact that there seems to be a frequent 2-year gap between game announcements and releases from id Software. Doom was revealed in 2014 and released in 2016, while Eternal was revealed in 2018 and released in 2020, with about 2 years standing between these dates. Doom Eternal was released in the first half of 2020, so that obviously means that they'll be announcing the next title this year because it's been 2 years, right? Nope. Wrong. This theory is nothing more than a surface level correlation, and it honestly surprises me that so many people have brought this up. After 2016 launched, they went straight into the development of Eternal without working on any significant post-launch content. 2016's multiplayer was mostly worked on by a different studio, that being Certain Affinity, so id Software's main team didn't have nearly as much to keep up with post-launch. After the launch of Doom Eternal, though, it went to work on Tag and Tag 2, and any time it wasn't spent on those was instead spent on Battle Mode 2.0 and presumably Invasion Mode before it was cancelled. According to a few dev live streams and interviews that were released around the time of Tag 2's launch, they didn't start any sort of production on the next game until the beginning of 2021. Obviously they could have started a little bit sooner or later than that, but I doubt that they have the ability to work on 2 full-scale expansions, 2 additional game modes, and a full-on title, all while working from home. So I'd say that, at best, they've only been working on this new title for a little over a year. This isn't even counting the fact that the team was still putting significant work into the game even after Tag 2 launched due to the introduction of Horde mode. So while they may have been working on the next game, it wasn't being worked on at 100% power. Job listings for this upcoming game have also been popping up throughout both 2021 and 2022, which implies that they still aren't fully geared up for whatever they have to bring us next. Keeping in mind that most games usually take between 3 to 5 years to produce, we could still have quite the wait ahead of us for even so much as a sneak peek to pop up. Now, I know that I've probably disappointed you with that information, but don't give up just yet, because there is still a chance that we see a brief, pre-rendered cinematic trailer that'll give us a little tease at what's coming. Thinking back to that original E3 2018 reveal trailer for Eternal, that thing was premature and unfinished as hell. They used the 2016 version of the Revenant as a placeholder model, the skeletons and bodies used also seem like placeholders because they don't really fit the game's overall style, and this Doomslayer suit looks different and a bit unfinished even when compared to the QuakeCon 2018 gameplay that popped up only a few months afterwards. If they're willing to show off a cinematic trailer and the game is still in that stage of development, then there's always a possibility that we'll do it again. I mean, I'd love to see a teaser later this week and a full reveal at this year's QuakeCon. My final verdict on the matter is that any sort of reveal is very unlikely, but not impossible. I doubt we'll see anything at all, but a brief cinematic may appear if we're lucky. I didn't really take any leaks or rumors into consideration when making this because the 2 significant ones that have released so far have obviously been fake. The one that solely focuses on a new Doom announcement has no backing or proof and seems to be the first leak from this account, and the one that suggests a new Quake will be teased is literally a notepad document screenshot, so neither of them are worth talking about. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comments section. Do you think we'll get a new reveal, or is it seeming a lot less likely now? When the time comes for a big show, I'll be covering any Doom, Quake, or Wolfenstein news here on the channel, so be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on everything. You can click on the video on screen now to get more Doom and Quake news if you're interested, but otherwise, I think that's it. Thank you all for watching today's video. Until next time.